Sorry. I mean, you hear weird sounds of my wife in the background, and she's annoying.
The microphone's on. I'm not even talking yet, and I've already got voice track on my live, and I'm not editing it out. I'm just waiting for Instagram Live to kick in here. So go live on Instagram at DontGetHacked Dubai.
Look at this face. Do I care?
No, you don't care. If you hear the peanut gallery in the background, that's my wife. I don't know if the microphone's that sensitive to pick it up. But hey, it's Mike Duffy checking in from DontGetHacked.ca and MupoEntertainment.com. It is 9:34 p.m. January 24th, 2024 in Dubai. So it's Wednesday, and here is the rundown of Wednesday for me. What did I do on a Wednesday in Dubai? We're working on a January newsletter for clients. We haven't sent out a newsletter in a really long time. I know it needs to be done. It's getting done. So if you all get a new email newsletter in the next day or two, you know that I was successful in getting an email newsletter sent out. I've been just wrapping up. I'm trying to wrap up a project that I started in. I'm trying to wrap up a project I started in October. There's just been delays and delay. This is my one challenge I have when businesses don't have all full control over something like their DNS. So when you have a website like a .ca or .com registered, generally the best idea is for you, the business owner, to own your .ca and .com. So when we need to go make changes to your website or your email, you can actually make those changes yourself. But unfortunately, some business owners hire marketing companies, and those marketing companies hold your DNS ransom, and it's really painful to get changes done. For example, I'm dealing with a sort of government-related entity, and the domain name is run by the website company, and it literally took 2 months to get a DNS record changed. It's ridiculous. I could swear about it, but whatever. I'm a professional. I get the job done. So we were just literally moving an email system from one version of Microsoft Exchange to Office 365. Should take 2-3 weeks max. Realistically, even shorter time period than that. We started in October. It got finished in January, just because I called the CEO and I had to tell him in early December that I don't believe the marketing company even has any the website company, the marketing company. I know that they build WordPress websites. I don't know if they actually understand how DNS works. So I just love when I'm a service provider. I'm a consultant to professional business owners, and I have to explain to them that the third party they chose to build their website doesn't even know what they're doing. Welcome to my world. Anyway, I think the project's almost done. The customer wants to know how much the invoice has gone up, and I'm like, generally it's X amount, and I think are at triple based on the time. And we're not really done yet because we haven't finished doing the tech support and making sure everything is smooth and running for all the employees, because I know there's a couple things that need to be fixed. But of course, they want to close out their 2023 accounting, and we're already almost at the end of January 2024. This is just what happens when you're dealing with when you're a business owner dealing with another providing consulting services to another business owner, and I have to explain how much their third-party website provider sucks. Doesn't make me happy for me to point out to you how bad your website company is. Anyway, that project's almost done. I sent them summary of the bill. They did not scream at me, so that's always a positive. When the project price goes up and the end user doesn't get mad at you, that's always a good plus. And let's see. We had a meeting with a possible new customer yesterday in Calgary, and they seem really happy with us. And I've spent the morning sending out contract details and IT transition detail. I was preparing all the paperwork I need them to sign off on for me to even touch the possible dumpster fire of technology that they have. And so same company reached out to me June of last year. I gave them a proposal. They rejected my proposal. They chose another Calgary IT company for 6 months. Seems like they've already fired them and they're back into my system. So let's see if we can convert them. And today was my first. Tonight I had a BX networking meeting on the Palm Island, which is about 10-minute taxi. We're right now in the Dubai Marina, and we've chosen to be here for at least a month. Probably going to be longer. And yeah, I've been taking taxi everywhere because I don't really want to rent a car, and I don't want to have to deal with parking a car. And like Uber's like $10, $20 Canadian. It's not that much money compared to renting a car, filling up with gas, dealing with insurance and all that mess. Uber's nice and easy. Anyway, supper meeting. Supposed to be 5 to 7. I showed up at 4:30, and I was there till 8:15. So that went well. The hospitality here in Dubai at most of the restaurants is great, and this one just kept bringing out food. So, and there was a lot of guests at BX. I think there was 3 members and probably 7 or 8 guests. So much smaller than the Calgary and Edmonton meetings I've gone to, but the business owners are all international. Paris, Palestine, Australia, Spain, Ukraine, that rhymed. And where was the other person? Anyway, lots of new contacts. Everybody's kind of in business consulting, cryptocurrency, IT. One guy, the guy sitting next to me, was an agent for Major League Soccer, which was super interesting because you would think as an agent for Major League Soccer, you'd have it set, but he is continuously buying and selling businesses. So a ton of good contacts. And there's just food, lots of food. Appetizers, main course, and dessert. I've never had that type of an experience at a BX networking event. So props to that. Fancy coffee, unlimited fancy coffee. That was awesome. And tomorrow is I think I've got meetings, Zoom calls starting at 4 a.m. Dubai time, and I've got a breakfast meeting at 6:30 a.m. I have to be at. And we've got to go back to Beacon because our plastic residency IDs are done. The next step, I've got to go finish the next step of the process, bank accounts, et cetera, et cetera. And then I've got a mastermind supper, 5. Sometime in the evening, I got a mastermind supper, and then I got more networking meetings on Friday. I've got podcast interviews on Friday and more meetings on Friday. So I'm doing my best to network as much as possible and meet new people and see who is interested in the services of DontGetHacked Cybersecurity, as well as launching a podcast or investing in a podcasting platform with MupoEntertainment.com. Anyway, time to go to bed. Have a good night. And tune in tomorrow.